Is it possible to feel like you swing slower yet develop more clubhead speed with the driver? I believe so. In today's video, I'm going to talk you through how you can fall into your downswing to develop more power. Yeah, don't want that one back. Let's get into today's video. We're going to be talking about making an effortless, powerful golf swing and how we can do it by starting the downswing correctly. And the title of today's video is Fall Into Your Swing. And that's exactly what I want you to try and get the sensation of. So as we're starting our downswing, we're going to be getting the feeling of falling into our lead leg. And that's exactly what I was trying to do on that one there. So we should be starting the downswing from the ground up to generate speed. And that is true for any sporting movement when we're generating power. So we're starting this way. So I want us feeling like as we complete our backswing, we're already starting to fall into this lead side. And I feel a downward pressure into the ground through my lead leg. Now, to create power while doing that, as we allow our lower half to fall forwards, so my hips are moving laterally towards the target and they're already starting to unwind, if I can feel like I keep my upper body back, so delay what my upper body's doing, that's where the effortless part comes in. I don't want you to feel like you're pulling the handle down with effort and energy. I want you to feel like you leave your arms up. Now I'm creating that separation. We call it X factor stretch, that difference between the upper body and the lower body. A lot of golfers are getting this wrong because they're trying to create this stretch here in the backswing, and they're really limiting what their lower half's doing, which is limiting what their upper half's doing. We want to get our arms as far away from the golf ball as possible, right, in the backswing. How we and where we create that corkscrew effect of unwinding is the downswing move. So we're getting our lower body going first. So the simple feel that I want you to have is that we're falling into that lead leg this way as we keep our arms up. So I'm almost keeping my arms up as I fall into my lead leg. Now you'll have seen there with that movement, my hips have gone forwards and they've also started to, as I touched on a second ago, rotate. And we'd like our lower half to start moving that way and rotating before our upper body. Now in reality, our upper body is going to be moving. Of course it is. If I move that, this is going to move. But we want to feel like there's a stretch, a separation between the two. And I've got for you a couple of real simple exercises. And I really love this one. So if you're not new to my channel, you may well have seen me use a cut-up tennis ball before. It's simply going to go underneath your lead heel. And I'm going to feel like in the start of the backswing, I almost unweight my lead side. So I'm not creating a lot of force down into this tennis ball that is under my lead foot, my lead heel. But as I complete my arm swing, as I start my downswing, I'm just going to feel like I start to fall towards the target and I'm applying some more pressure here onto my lead foot as I finish the backswing, as I start the downswing. So unweighting it here, but starting to fall into that ball here. Now, those eagle-eye viewers out there, you may well notice as I fall here, not only are my hips going forwards, but for me, a good focus point is my lead knee. So if you see how my lead knee's kicked in a little bit in the backswing, what should it do at the start of the downswing? In my opinion, it's moving out to about back to its original position, the middle of the shoe. So it's kicked inwards. As I finish the backswing, start the downswing, and I fall into my lead side, that lead knee is going back out. And importantly, as this is happening, I'm feeling like I delay my upper half. So there's no reason why we can't go ahead and hit some with that tennis ball under. Okay, so one little rehearsal here. Unweight this lead foot at the start of the backswing. Fall into it, and I feel like I keep my arms up. Now you'll see they're starting to drop, but that's a very different move to pulling them down in an aggressive fashion. So I'm feeling like I delay my upper half. So just took some speed out of it. Still very happy with it. I think it's going to catch the right edge. Now you'll notice my distance is a little bit up here. I have managed to find a nice par 4 that is downhill. So I am cheating and gaining a bit of yardage with this. And the first one I got the clubhead speed up there at 108. That was a training exercise, so it was a 101. So I did it at a slower pace. But for me, importantly, I just got that sensation of starting to squash the ball because I'm falling into this lead side this way. And if I can fall into it but keep my upper body back, that would be amazing. Now, the question I'm going to get is this true with an iron as well as a driver? Absolutely, 100%. We still want this same motion. The only real difference, iron to driver, is with a driver, as we fall there, I'd like to keep my head behind the golf ball. Whereas with an iron, I'd like my head to be more over the golf ball. So with a driver, we're hitting up on the ball. We ideally want to keep our upper half a little bit more back to help those launch conditions. So that's the only real difference there, is nothing really with the lower half, but with the upper half, ideally with the driver, the head's going to stay behind the golf ball. So unweight, fall into that lead side. Big power source for a number of reasons, but if we can get our lower body starting to turn back towards the target while we delay our upper body, we create an enormous stretch. If we actually push down into this lead foot as well, so falling into this lead foot, we can now start to push off the ground. So we're starting to use those vertical forces. Massive power source, and it's going to start to feel effortless. That 101 for me didn't feel like I hit it at all, and yet, you know, me on a normal swing's 105. That felt very slow, very effortless, as good as I could really do while doing that exercise. I'm going to do it again. Maybe put a little bit more speed into it. I've still got the ball under my lead heel. And I'll take that one as well. Didn't feel as nice a strike as my very first drive of this video. But sometimes it's a little bit awkward when you're doing those drills. Importantly, 3 fairways found and at good distance and good speed. And again, didn't feel like I was out my skin trying to hit it. So the important part of this video is that effortless golf swing. How do we create it effortless? Well, we make sure we start the downswing with our lower body first. We're not pulling our arms down. We're feeling like we create that delay with our upper half as we fall into our lead foot. That separation, massive power source. So give it a go on the driving range or the practice area first of all, before you take it to the course. But I really feel it's going to help your driver increase your speed massively. Make sure you comment below. Let me know how you get on with it. If you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel for plenty of other content just like this, and I'll see you guys next time.